Hey guys, Kyle Cordiana here. So, if you don't know, on my way home from Lake Champlain, the final stop of the FLW Tour 2019, while traveling through Indianapolis on Highway 70, I got in a really bad accident, a really bad wreck. I've been getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of support. It's been very overwhelming, and I'm very appreciative of that. But I get asked the same question over and over again: what happened? How did you get T-boned going 70 down an interstate, down a highway, 4-lane highway, 8-lane highway, where 4 lanes going this way? So I just wanted to take a quick minute and tell you guys what occurred. There were eyewitnesses behind me that told me what happened. I personally didn't get to see anything happen. I was going down Interstate 70 in a westbound direction towards Oklahoma. I was very close to the Lucas Oil Stadium there for the Indianapolis Colts. I was in what I believe is the far left lane. I could have been 1 lane over, but I was pretty sure I was in the far left lane. We were traveling somewhere between 65 and 70 miles an hour. I had been in that lane for a while. I wasn't changing lanes. I was just going straight, minding my own business. I was actually watching the FLW live weigh-in or listening to it. Jeff Dobson had just weighed in, oddly enough. And I felt this hard jar towards the back of my truck or boat. It jarred me very hard. Immediately my truck spun 90 degrees to traffic. It was heavy traffic. It all happened very fast, but basically at that point I was just fighting the truck to keep it from rolling. But in a split second I could tell that I was going straight across traffic, and I was going to plow right into this big concrete Jersey barrier, concrete wall. So I really just kind of braced for impact. When I hit it, it's kind of a daze, really. There's a lot of smoke and stuff that comes out with the airbags. You get the smell of black powder because that's what they use to discharge the bag, so you think you're on fire. Immediately I looked down at my chest. I thought I had maybe shrapnel or glass or something in my chest because my chest hurt really bad. I didn't know if I was dead or alive. It's a very weird experience, but I didn't have anything in my chest. It was just the airbag kicks like a damn donkey. So my chest is sternum's really bruised. I might have some separated ribs from my sternum, but I'm okay. As far as I know, nothing's broke. My neck muscles hurt, my back's sore, my chest hurts really bad, but I'm okay. So the eyewitness account said someone came up on an on-ramp around that area, and they were losing control going up the on-ramp. When their car finally picked a direction, it turned straight left basically, and it came from the far right lane, 4 lanes across traffic, full speed, and it T-boned right into my boat and a little bit of the back of my truck. When it hit the boat immediately flew off the trailer. I believe it did 1 barrel roll in the air and landed. It actually flew over the concrete median and landed in the oncoming, the westbound traffic lane, and skidded across there before it came to a halt. The boat had also turned. It was pointing the wrong direction by the time it stopped. Fortunately, that lane was closed due to construction, so there were no vehicles traveling that direction. So thank God, because that probably would have led to more injuries and definitely another wreck. I don't know how that driver and myself were the only ones involved, as much traffic as was going. So God was looking out for a lot of people there. But I'm showing this video as I tell you this so that you guys can kind of see. I called my wife within 10 or 15 seconds just to tell her I love her. I've been in a bad wreck. I was still in shock, didn't know my health. But I got out of the car and I did this video, and I shouldn't have done that. I could have been hurt and not realized it. You get a lot of adrenaline. Unfortunately, after the airbags exploded, I did see the other driver laying against the wall, looked like he was injured. And then I didn't pay much more attention to it. I guess he got up, staggered off, went across the road, the highway, and left. The wall that I plowed into was up against a very steep 20-30 foot drop, so he couldn't have left that way, and I'm glad the wall kept me from going over, because that would have been more injury. But he left, he fled. As far as I know, they've not found the individual. The car was registered to an LLC, and I believe an Hispanic or Latino LLC business. When they went to the site of the address that was registered on the LLC, it was closed. There was nobody there. It was a business establishment. The car was old, run down. It didn't have airbags. The guy had to be hurting. Had paint stains on the car, so it seemed like it was some type of work vehicle. You know, I want to say thanks to everybody. FLW, Todd Hollowell, his mom came and picked me up. They put me up in a hotel. Jeff Dobson went way out of his way to pick me up and take me back to where they towed my boat and truck and pick up all my belongings. Brent Richardson was there in the little town that I stayed in, and he never met me before. Picked me up from the hotel, drove me into Indianapolis so that Jeff didn't have to drive further. And then he sat there and helped us load up all that stuff. I wasn't in very good condition to lift and stuff, and so he did all the heavy work. So thank you so much for that, Brent and Jeff. Thanks for getting me home. I'm now in my garage. I've got all the rods that were in my boat. I had 27 Kisslers in there and reels. Some of the reels are broke. Handles are busted off. Steels broke off on them. I'm about to go through the rods and see how many of those are jeopardized or compromised. I had tackle that just blew up. Like plain old tackle boxes disintegrated. A battle box, Calco's battle box, doesn't look like anything happened. That thing, it endured a battle and you couldn't even tell, so it handled it out really well. But I just got a mess of stuff here I got to go through. I'm going through the insurance claim process. Fingers crossed they catch the guy, but so far State Farm, Todd Brown agent here in Broken Arrow, they seem like they're going to take good care of me, and hopefully I come out on top on this deal and I don't have to pay much out of pocket to get back in a truck and boat, but fingers crossed on that because I'm still in the early stages of that. But thanks guys for all the support. I just want to describe the wreck and tell you guys thank you. That way I don't have to tell this story a million more times. I don't mind, but it's just easier this way. So thanks again. I'm okay. I'm home. I'm happy to be home. I got a garage with just my wife's car in it. It's kind of weird to have this much space. But I'm just thankful to be alive, and thank you, God. And I'll quit rambling on, but you know, I don't have a tournament until October, so hopefully I can get all settled in by then and get back to fishing. Thanks again, guys.